all these atoms are in constant communication with each other, instant communication, because of the theory of entanglement. Okay, I juxtapose like the theory of entanglement with the DNA and ancestral memory. There's basically sort of two ways of looking at the same thing, but atoms, of course, the foundation of the physical universe, whether it's organic or not, and DNA is particular to organic life. So the whole universe, organic and inorganic, is composed of these atoms and molecules that are in constant communication with one another. And so we're talking about a system that is like a hologram. If you take one part of a hologram, then it contains the image as a whole. Right? And from that image, from that part, you can then recreate the whole image. So that's the holographic model of reality, that every particle in the universe actually contains all of the information of every other particle. Right? So you've got an infinity made up of billions and billions and billions of ones. Well, an infinite number of ones, really. But in terms of particles, I guess they would be finite if they just keep still long enough for us to count them, you know. So, and then at the human level, right, you got the human body, and the human body is made of cells. And each of those cells, it has DNA in it, each of those cells contains the blueprint for the whole body. Just like as with the hologram, if you take a cell out of the human body, you can create a complete replica of that body by cloning because of the DNA. So even if you cut your fingernail off and flush it down the toilet, that actually, the whole of you is contained in that fingernail. You're not going to miss it because you're infinite, as I already established mathematically. So it doesn't matter how many parts you chop off and flush down the toilet. Don't take this literally. Please don't try this at home. You'll still be all there. The whole of you will still be there. Right. So yeah, as above, so below. So each of your cells contains the whole of you in it. It's an individual being that, for all we know, experiences itself as itself, and maybe has a name and a family, and thinks that it's doing its own thing and fulfilling its destiny, with only some vague idea that it's part of this greater system that is the human body, which is the you that you think you are, living your life and giving yourself a name and fulfilling your destiny. But outside of that, there's the greater body of the universe, of which we are all just little cells, thinking that we're separate from the whole, but because we don't have that greater perspective of the universe, which in this model is a living organism that's conscious, that is somewhat self-aware, and that is going about its business and doing its own thing, which is a complete mystery to the cells and the particles within it. And that, not to get too big picture here, but that is what most religious people talk about as God, in my probably not very humble opinion. That is the living system of which we are part. Yeah, okay. I think that was all the science. In fact, I veered off into religion there, like shamelessly.